So, now we are going to determine the volume of a shape that would be like this. Okay, you'll see that it's going to be a mixture of three 3D objects, and I'm just going to turn it into a 3D one so you can see. This one is 3D, but you can't see with that angle. But here you go. You're going to have your cube, which is your height times your width times your depth. And then you're going to have two triangles. Each triangle's volume is 1/2 the base times the height times the depth. So, let's start by taking our number, 170 inches cubed. That's our volume that we're trying to get up to, at least. Now what I would do is I would try and break this up. So my cube is going to be 100, and then each triangle is going to be 70 divided by 2, because we have two of them, and that's going to equal 35 inches cubed. Okay, so the cube, I'm going to determine what my dimensions are. I'm going to make, cube, okay? This is going to be 100 inches cubed. Okay, my height, I'm going to decide is 8 inches. Oh, equals 8 inches times the width is what I'm going to determine. And then the depth, I'm going to make, let's say, 6 inches. Okay, and that's going to be times the width. So, once again, all we have to do is divide both sides. Actually, I'll tell you what, even easier. First, multiply your numbers. 6 times 8 is 48 inches squared times the width equals 100 inches cubed. Okay? So I have 100 divided by 48, 2.08. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to round it down to 2 inches. Now, if I divide out like this, you'll see that my inches are going to cancel out. So, boom, and boom. Alright, so we're going to end up with 2 inches equals the width. Okay? So now, we are going to use the dimensions that we had before. Okay, we have 8 inches of height and 6 inches of width, depth. Same is going to be true for the triangle. Okay, so now I'm going to make both my triangles in this one calculation. So, my triangles need to be 70 inches cubed. Okay, that equals half the base, which we are trying to determine, times the height of 8, times the depth of 6. Okay, so what you could do, don't forget your units, 6 times 8 is 48. So 1/2 base times 48 inches squared equals 70 inches cubed. Now 48 times 1/2 is 24 inches squared times my base, which equals, what is it, 70? Still haven't had to get rid of anything. But now we're stuck with only a variable and, oh dear, I'm sorry, I trailed off the page there. We're stuck with only a variable and our volume and a number, an integer. So we're going to divide this out. Divide this side by 24 inches squared. Divide this side by 24 inches squared. Okay, and now using my handy dandy calculator, I'm going to round this up to 3 inches. Okay, 24 inches squared. That's okay, and this cancels out entirely. So 3 inches equals the base. But the thing about this is we did the volume of both of them. So this is actually 2 bases, so the actual value is going to be 1.5 inches equals the base. So if I look at my shape now, actually I drew it already for you, it's going to be 1.5 inches. Okay, this part is going to be the width of the square is going to be 2 inches, and then this is going to be 1.5 inches. Okay, the height here is going to be 8 inches, and the depth, as we determined, is going to be, let's see, 6 inches. So that makes the total base 4.5 inches. If I were you, when I go to do my math, I would put more volume into the triangles than the cube. Okay? Or you could also make your height and your depth smaller. But here we've got a very skinny 4.5 inches, and the depth is going to be, it's going to be skinnier with the width than it is the depth. Happy mathing.